Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, and in this video I wanted to talk about something which I think is really important. It's the idea that your weird is what makes you wonderful. And it's about you being completely unique and awesome and having the guts to be that version of yourself. I'll be completely honest with you, right now I'm really nervous. Right now I'm really like, should I not, I don't know. But I really want to be doing this. Because it's about, using the word weird is hard, because that's the word that kind of makes us feel like we shouldn't be ourselves, because we've probably been called weird at some point or another. You know, going to school with a Hawaiian shirt on, that's weird. Going out with some friends and ordering a cocktail when everyone else is drinking beers, that's weird. That word weird, although it has negative connotations for me, I understand it, but because it's those moments when I've decided to do things the way I like them and that I feel represent me as a person, that's when people have gone, oh, that's weird. Not everyone, not all the time, but so I know that it's when I feel like I'm being authentic, that's my weird. So if I apply this to what I do, I write music. My weird in that case is that I just like to produce loads and loads of music. Like just go for it, produce a ton of it and not really worry about it too much. You know, I would see other composers spending all their time making sure their mixes were perfect and making sure they had headroom for the master, making sure that no channels were clipping. I'm there, all my channels clipping left, right and centre, and I'm churning out like three plus tracks a day. I'm thinking, wait, am I doing this wrong? Maybe I'm just weird, or maybe I'm lazy, maybe I'm not talented. And I really kind of pushed against that for quite some time, but I've come to realise that what I'd say is my weird aspect, the thing that makes me unusual, is my strength. And I have that same idea with regards to other content. I just want to produce loads of content just because I love creating. Just love to make stuff. I'm not that fussed about the end product. That's kind of why I've chosen this. You know, this kind of like little frame, recording on my phone. Okay, I've got this microphone here, which actually isn't, it's pretty good, but I still get pretty good sound with just using my phone. And I'm not going to be doing editing, because I enjoy this. It's what makes you weird is what makes you wonderful. People come back for you, and I noticed that when in my career as a trailer music composer, writing music for movie trailers, my most successful music was the weird music. I don't mean it was just weird, but it was horror thriller stuff where I would play the cello, but I'd play it badly, I'd play it out of time and out of tune, and I'd use that as the strength of the track. And that garnered me loads and loads of placements. And I kind of step back from that and I go, wait a second, me just doing that, embracing what felt natural to me, was my strength. You know, I've been a big fan of YouTube for ages. I've been on YouTube for ages. And I'd always watch these YouTubers who had like great camera gear, fast, you know, editing with all these graphics and B-roll. And I think to myself, you know what? I do really want to do that stuff. But it just doesn't feel in line with myself. My cat Stewie's come to say hello. Hi everyone. Whereas this, which I kind of started to do years ago, this feels more me. Because I'm a huge fan of podcasts, especially conversational ones. And they don't even have to be interviews, it can just be the main host just chatting. So this is kind of like the equivalent. And I used to have a podcast where I'd pick up my phone and I'd go for a walk holding my phone, like yada yada, and answer questions. So I'd go into forums and I'd see the questions people asked about writing music for movie trailers, and I'd answer the questions on my phone and I'd just post that. And it felt great. And it really resonated with people. And I think with so much of the content, it's so easy to be swayed by everything else that people are doing, rather than just going, what feels right for me? If I didn't see any of this stuff, what would I be doing? Okay, I wouldn't be spending hours editing. Editing short videos is quite fun because you get to the end result quicker. Editing long videos, yawn. It's like, why waste your time doing something that you don't enjoy? Especially if you're doing it for enjoyment. So it's like, okay, if you want to do that weird stuff, not weird stuff, do that stuff that you're not that keen on. Hey, chatting, I'll be there in a minute. If you want to do the weird stuff, where it's like you embracing yourself and embracing what you are, then you've got to do it for the right reasons, and that is because you enjoy it, it energizes you, and it makes you interested and sparks your imagination. You know, I couldn't sleep the other day because I was getting so excited about doing these and all of the things I could talk about and things I could do, because I'm not going to be just chatting. This is kind of like my visual diary type of thing and sketchbook all at once. But going back to the original point, what makes you weird is what makes you wonderful. I want you to think back to all those things that is when you've opened up yourself and you've been honest with yourself and honest with the world. And those times that feel really scary to be yourself, that's your superpower. If you're like me, you like producing lots of content, you don't need to focus on quality, you can just focus on quantity. Because there are people like me who don't really care about having the best quality stuff or the best, polished, edited, whatever it is. There are people for you and the work that you produce. You just have to be brave enough to embrace those parts of yourself that feel scary, that sometimes people have called weird, because that is what makes you and what you do wonderful. I'd love to hear about all the wonderful things that you do down below in the comments, and share, of course, because all these things, we need to build these nurturing places and communities where we can feel like we can embrace our own art and our own expression and feel safe doing that. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, you're awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoying the sun, Stewie.